ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇന്ന് ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുന്നത് അങ്കിത മിസ് ആണ്. അങ്കിത മിസ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ മാം ഇപ്പോൾ സിനിമയിലാണ് അസിസ്റ്റന്റ് പ്രൊഫസറായിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അതിന് മുന്നേ നമുക്ക് ലോ കോളേജുകൾക്ക് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് മിസ്സായിരുന്നു പഠിപ്പിച്ചത്. ഞങ്ങൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് സെമ്മിൽ മാം ആയിരുന്നു ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പഠിപ്പിച്ചത്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് എക്സാമിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് മിസ് പറഞ്ഞൊക്കെ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് എക്സാമിന് വന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ മാമിനെ ജോസഫ് സ്റ്റാലിന്റെ പേരിലും SFIയുടെ യൂണിറ്റ് കമ്മിറ്റിയുടെ പേരിലും ഞാൻ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു കേട്ടോ. മാം, അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ക്ലാസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please respond if I am audible.
Yes, ma'am, audible ആണ്.
Okay, is the screen visible? Okay, we'll start right away. Have you revised the previous question papers in class? Can anyone respond?
യെസ് മാം, ഒന്ന് രണ്ട് പേപ്പേഴ്സ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഗ്രാമർ ഒക്കെ.
Okay. Okay. ഇസ്മായിൽ സർ ആണോ ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തത്?
യെസ് മാം. അതെ അതെ.
Okay. Okay, we'll do it. See, the pattern will remain the same throughout. So first few section is correct the sentences. So generally it is associated with tenses and verb form. Then second section is generally for prepositions. And you have a comprehension paragraph. Also précis writing. Then rewrite as directed. Again, grammar simple to compound and complex to simple. Then essay writing. So we'll start with Roman number 1. In case if my voice breaks, you please type in the chat box so that I'll be informed. Okay, first one is I'm thinking it will rain. You need to correct the sentence. So first, what is wrong with this sentence? What is wrong with the sentence? Which portion? Is it the tense that is wrong? Generally, we know what is present tense, what is past tense, etc. Right? So here, when you say I'm thinking it will rain, the sentence is given as I'm thinking it will rain. Okay, what is wrong with the sentence here?
Is it?
Can you
I think
be loud enough?
I think it
Yeah, your answer is right. But first of all, what is wrong with the sentence? We know that tenses exist as present, past, and future. So simple present. So when we say present tense, that is again further divided into simple present tense. So simple present tense is generally used to denote any universal fact. Okay, or anything, any action that is done on a daily basis. Okay, then something that is happening right now, that is present continuous, that is an action that is taking place at the time of speaking. So here the sentence is I am thinking it will rain. So of course the person is thinking right now, but then it's written as present continuous form. Okay, so the question is how can it be expressed in the right way? So simple present is used generally any established fact, okay, or any universal truth or something that we do on a daily basis. And present continuous is something that is happening at the moment. That is she writing a letter? She is writing a letter. And present perfect would be an action, something that has happened in the past and it got over just now. That is, she has written a letter. So here, the given sentence is in which form? The given sentence is, it is in present continuous form. You just hear the question. What is wrong with the question is, it is the mistake is with the tense. The error is with the tense of the sentence. So you need to rewrite the tense. So I'm thinking it will rain can be rewritten as, can anyone type in the chat box? I'm thinking it will rain can be rewritten as, if I'm audible, please respond. Yes. Okay, you have given the answers. I think it will rain. So the mistake was with the tense of the sentence. Now, Adam is seeing a movie. It's again in a continuous form. Okay, it is written as a present continuous tense. That is any action that is taking place at the moment of saying, at the moment of speaking. So Adam is seeing a movie is in fact a sentence written in present continuous form. But it's supposed to be a question. It should be an interrogative sentence. So we need to convert it into a question. So the original sentence, the given sentence is given in present continuous tense, but it's framed only as a statement. Adam is seeing a movie. It is not a question. We need to convert it as a question. It should be framed as a question. Why? And Adam is seeing a movie. It should be framed as a question, and the answer would be yes or no. So we have to put it as a yes or no question. So for that purpose, this auxiliary verb should come at the beginning of the sentence. So here Adam is the subject. Okay. So this is Adam is seeing a movie. So this should come at the beginning of the sentence. That is, the auxiliary verb should come before the subject. Here, subject is Adam. So the answer would be, is Adam watching a movie? Is Adam seeing a movie is technically correct, but then it is not an appropriate usage. Now, next question. He worked hardly to achieve his aim. What is the meaning of hardly working? He worked hardly to achieve his dream. Hardly working and hard working. What is the difference?
Hardly working means not putting any effort.
Right. So the sentence should be
that he put in some effort.
What it means is he has put in effort to achieve his aim. So the right answer would be,
He worked hard to achieve
to achieve his aim. Okay. Now the problem with the next sentence, wandering in the forest, a snake bit him. Actually, the problem with this sentence is who is wandering in the forest? That is not obvious. This is called as a dangling sentence or dangling modifier. Wandering in the forest, a snake bit him. Now, who is wandering in the forest? Was it the snake that was wandering in the forest? Or who's the individual is referred here?
The person is wandering.
Was it the snake that was wandering or the individual? Some individual was wandering in the forest. That is not clear here. And these kind of sentences create confusion to the reader. It's called a dangling modifier. So this can give a miscommunication that it was the snake that was wandering in the forest. So the correct sentence should be, you just need to make it clear that it was the individual, this person who's referred as him, who was wandering in the forest.
While he was wandering in the forest, snake bit him.
That is one way of saying, while he was wandering in the forest, the snake bit him. Any other way of putting it? Any other way?
The snake, like that, the snake bit him while he was wandering in the forest.
Yes. Okay, next one. Really speaking, he's not good at games. Really speaking, he's not good at games. Actually, really speaking, he's not good at games. Here, really speaking is used as an expression. But this is not a commonly used expression. This usage of really, honestly speaking is used. But really speaking, he's not good at games. This is not a commonly used expression. So what is wrong with the sentence is this expression that is used. How can you rewrite it?
Honestly speaking.
Honestly speaking, he's not good at games. Any other way?
Frankly speaking.
Frankly speaking. Okay. Now, question number 6. Each of them were given gifts. Now, even though this them refers to a lot of people, many people, each is the singular form. So what is wrong with this sentence is the usage of where. Okay, so each of them were given gifts. Along with each and every, it is always singular form of the verb. So since each is singular, correct sentence should be,
Each of them was given a gift.
Each of them was given gifts. Why is it was here? It is was here because each is the, Adhiya, please mute your mic. Okay. Each of them was given gifts. You need to remember that each and every is always used in singular form. Each and every. Okay. Roman number 2. Prepositions. What are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Next is she has not been here dash. She has not been here. You have to. Yes. She has not been here. You have to use a preposition. Is the screen visible? Just let me know if it is not visible. Uh, Angelina Christa. Yet is not generally used as a preposition. Any other? There are very many ways of writing this sentence. There are many ways of writing this sentence, but what could go wrong is if you use a word that is not a preposition. So generally, what you have said as yet, that yet is technically correct, but it is a conjunction. But the question is give a preposition. She has not been here. Which are some of the prepositions that can indicate time?
Since.
Hmm?
I only know since. It's not.
Yeah, since can function as a preposition. Since yesterday, since can be used as a preposition. That is since till now. So she has not been here since. There are many ways of putting it right, but the problem is you have to use a word that can be used as a preposition. There are many ways of saying it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, but what could go wrong is you need to use a preposition instead of a conjunction. Yet is generally used as a conjunction. Actually, this usage of preposition at the end of a sentence in conventional grammar that is not encouraged. But today, what are you waiting for? She has not been here since is acceptable. But in conventional grammar, using a preposition without any succeeding words are not generally encouraged. It's used to refer to a specific point in time, but then the sentence would not be complete. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The cat is right dash the fume. The cat is right dash the fume. The cat is right dash the fume is like smoke. Smoke.
Ma'am, near.
Yes. Then any other preposition? You cannot use under because fume is not like a tangible object. We use under if it is under the table, like a proper object. Fume is nothing but smoke.
No, close to, like, can we use close? Close to can be right. Far from the.
That is appropriate. But which word did you say? You said near. Okay. Then any other?
Close to or far from, like that. No words can be used or no, we can't use.
No, you have to use one word.
Oh, okay.
Okay, any other? The cat is right.
Can we use
in the fume, inside the fume. Okay, right in the fume. Any other preposition?
beside?
Right near the fume is also correct. Yes, beside, yeah. But the problem with fume is this is not like a solid three-dimensional object. Near is okay. The cat is right. You can also use by. Any other preposition? In is also fine. Okay, next one. He jumped dash the wall into the compound. This is indicating movement. So he jumped dash the wall into the compound.
Over the wall.
Yes. Over the wall. Any other? Jumped over the wall into the compound, indicating movement. Any other proposition? Any other answers? Okay, next one. I traveled dash bus to Madrid. When it comes to vehicles, the preposition is always I traveled dash bus to Madrid. This is indicating the mode of transportation. You can see in general we say in the bus, inside the bus, etc. On the bus, those prepositions do usages do exist, but in this particular sentence, what is it indicating? This is not indicating any particular incident that has happened inside the bus. It is only indicating the mode of transportation to Madrid. So whenever the sentence is indicating a particular mode of transportation to somewhere, it is always by. Next is, do you think you can make it dash foot?
By foot.
Mode of transportation is always by, but when it comes to walking, there is an exception.
On foot.
Sorry?
On foot.
Do you think you can make it on foot? Walking is always on. Any other mode of transportation is by. But when it comes to walking, it is always on foot. Do you think you can make it on foot? Okay. Next is read the passage and answer the questions that follow. Generally, for comprehension questions, while correcting the answer sheets, whoever is correcting your answer sheet, they will have a set of answer keys. Okay. And those answer keys will have certain keywords which you are supposed to write. So here, define deforestation. When you are writing it, you just have to include the main sentence. Okay, main sentence along with any one or two examples. That would be more than enough. Then, when the question is major causes of deforestation, write the causes alone. And what you need to remember is answer or the mark distribution will be not only for the answer but also for sentence construction. So, for instance, the question is what are the major causes of deforestation? You can just write the answer in commas. Causes of deforestation, what is given in the paragraph. Many causes of contemporary deforestation, that is corruption, inequitable distribution, urbanization. So if you're writing only the answers in giving reasons in comma, that would only give half marks or half of the mark distribution. So mark distribution would generally be not only for the answer that you have given, but also for the sentence construction. So when you are attempting the answer, when the question is what are the major causes of deforestation, answer should be the major causes of deforestation are, and then list the answers. Then how does deforestation contribute to global warming? Sentence correct construction should be right. Deforestation contributes to global warming by give reasons. So the term biodiversity indicates then how is soil erosion caused? The soil erosion is caused by. So sentence construction also includes mark distribution. Now, next one, make a précis of the passage given below. You just need to read the paragraph, include only the important points. You can skip extra details given in the paragraph. So total should be only 1/3 of this. What a gist of the paragraph with one example only, and give a proper title to the passage because mark distribution also includes a proper title to the passage. So précis writing, just give a gist of the paragraph, only 1/3 in terms of quantity, but it should include the major idea that is conveyed and give a proper title. So mark distribution would be 1 mark for the title, then whether the main idea has been conveyed, any particular example has been included. You don't have to write everything. Okay. Next is Roman number 5. Rewrite as directed. This is the best car in the market. You have to change into comparative degree. So whenever the question is change the degree, you need to find out what is the base form of it. What is the base form? And then what is the comparative degree? What is the superlative degree? So this is the best car in the market. So best is the superlative form of good, better, best. This is the best car in the market. You have to change it into comparative degree. So there is positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Good, better, and best. So in the given sentence, superlative degree is used. This is the best car in the market. you have to change the sentence using comparative degree, but the meaning of the sentence should not change. You have to use comparative degree would be better. So how can you rewrite it? I hope I'm audible. Can anyone respond? If you are able to hear me, please type in the chat box. Yeah, okay. You have to change it into comparative degree. Best is the superlative degree. This is the best car in the market. Good, better, best. You have to rewrite using comparative degree. So you need to use better in this sentence.
Can we add other words? Can we add? Can we add?
Because if you simply say this is the better car in the market,
Yes.
you have to say this is, when you say this is the best car in the market, what does it indicate? This is better than any other car in the market.
We can write like that. Just this is better than other cars in the market.
This car is better than
Others in the market.
Better than any other car in the market. This car is better than any other car in the market. Question is to change the degree. So there is positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. This is in best is superlative degree. You have to change it into its comparative degree. So comparative degree of best is better. When you simply say this is the better car in the market, better than what? Better than everything else, better than any other car. So this is the we should not lose the meaning. So this is better than any other car in the market, or this car is better than any other car in the market. Okay. Next one is rhetorical question. Rhetorical question means any particular question that is not looking for an answer. For example, what is the meaning of life? It is not looking for a specific answer. It's an open-ended question, open for interpretation, open philosophical question. So rhetorical question is not generally a yes or no question. So everyone knows here the statement is given. We have to frame a rhetorical question on it. It should not, rhetorical questions are not generally yes or no question. If you write it, if you ask it in such a way that the answer is either yes or no, it's not a rhetorical question. So everyone knows the truth. Meaning should not change. How can you frame it in such a way that this is the answer or the meaning remains the same? Can anyone frame a question? Those who are listening. Shivaganga. Sajjad. Rufeda. Rigved. Anybody? Sajad, anybody know the truth? That is not a question. You have given a statement. You have to convert it into a question. Sona, can you attempt? You can type it in the chat box. Tirtha. Mridul. Try answering this question. Ashmil. Who doesn't know the truth? Okay, the peculiarity of rhetorical question is it's not looking for a specific answer. When you ask what is the meaning of life, what is the purpose of life, it is not looking for a specific answer per se. So question should not be a yes or no question. If you ask, doesn't everyone know the truth? It can be a yes or no question. Okay, if you ask, doesn't everyone know the truth? It will be a yes or no question. Rhetorical questions should not be a yes or no question. It would be like an open-ended question that is not looking for a specific answer. So who doesn't know the truth? Everyone knows the truth. Who doesn't know the truth can be a rhetorical question. But if you ask, doesn't everyone know the truth? It cannot be a rhetorical question. Are you able to get it? Rhetorical question is not looking for a specific answer. So question should not be a yes or no question. If you ask, doesn't everyone know the truth? Answer can be yes or no. But the question is not rhetorical then. Rhetorical questions are generally open questions, which is not looking for specific answer. So it's not looking for a yes or no answer. So that way, this who doesn't know the truth can be a rhetorical question, because who doesn't know the truth, you cannot answer it as yes or no. So for exam, when you get a sentence like this, and when you're framing a question, just remember that your question should not have a yes, it should not be a yes or no question. Okay. Next one is, he is stupid. You have to express the meaning in negative form. Negative form can be added when you add a not to it. Bilal, when you say he is intelligent, their meaning has changed. You have to express the meaning in negative form. Meaning should remain the same, but sentence should be in negative form. I hope you understood. Bilal KV. Actually, what you have said, he's intelligent. When you say he's intelligent, the meaning has shifted. So he is stupid, meaning should remain the same, but the sentence should be in negative form. Yes. Okay. Yeah, all these answers are correct. He's not that smart. He's not intelligent. He's not clever. Okay, all these answers are right. When you say he's not clever, it means he's stupid in a way. Next one is, if you don't own it, you can't gift it. You have to rewrite using unless. Meaning should not change. If you don't own it, you can't gift it. So here the sentence has a negative form. You just have to remove this don't and you have to use unless. But how will you frame it? Dia, when you say unless you don't own it, you can't gift it. The meaning has changed. Unless you don't own it. That you have used a double negative there. And not unless you don't own it. Unless meaning is if you don't own it. Huh. Yes, Minha. Unless you own it, you can't gift it. Yes, Stephen. Unless you own it, you can't gift it. When you say unless you don't own it, the usage is not right.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. He's too tired to complete the task. You have to use so, dot, dot. You have to use something in between and use that. This is easy. He's too tired to complete the task. The sentence just means that he's very tired, because, so he cannot complete the task. That is what it means. So he's too tired to complete the task. You have to rewrite it using so and some words in between and that. How can you rewrite it? What is the meaning of the sentence? He's too tired to complete the task means he's very tired, so he cannot complete the task. You have to use so and that. This is easy. Same idea you have to convey, but in using so and that.
He is so tired that he could not complete the task.
Not could not. Tense should be correct.
Oh, okay.
He's so tired that he cannot complete the task. He's so tired that he cannot complete the task.
Okay.
When we say couldn't complete, it has happened already. Something that has happened previously. He's so tired that he cannot complete the task. Okay. Be careful, she said. Change it into indirect speech. Now, the problem with this given sentence is be careful, she said. To whom did she say? That is not given. Did she say it to you? Did she say it to a second person, third person? Or did she say it to a group of people? We do not know. That is not given. So, how will we answer this?
Ma'am, she exclaimed to be she she said she said to be careful in the I don't know, or she exclaimed to be to the person I don't know. Something with exclaimed. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. So, because with the given sentence, be careful, she said. But to whom did she say? That is not given here. So, how can we put it into indirect speech? Can anybody try answering this? Shivganga, Swandriga, Tanvira. Minha, the problem is to whom did she say to be careful? What if she said it to a group of people? That detail is not given here. Bhumika, Aisha, try attempting the answer. Sona. Minha, actually, she asked me to be careful, but we don't know to whom did she say be careful. Did she say that to a group of people or did she say that to someone else? Same problem with your sentence, Tanvira. We don't know to who. Be careful, she said. But to whom did she say? Did she say that to you? Did she say that to somebody else? Or did she say that to a group of people? She said to be careful. Okay. Any other way of putting it? She advised to be careful. Any other way? Tanvir, if you say she advised to be careful, that is correct. But omit this her. She said to be careful. Minha, yeah, it can be passed on, but this is an exclamation here. She advised, she ordered to be careful, or she exclaimed to be careful. Somebody had mentioned this, she ordered to be careful, or she suggested to be careful. Okay, that is correct. She suggested, she advised to be careful, she suggested to be careful. That is right. Okay. John asked Sam why he was upset. This is easy. You just have to add the inverted comma and question mark. This is a very easy answer. John asked Sam why he was upset. In direct speech, you just have to add inverted. You just have to add the dialogue and you just have to add the dialogue here. And in this case, question mark also. Sanjay Krishna, try attempting the answer. Okay. George, from where did you get George? Minha? Okay. Yes, Minha. John asked Sam, why are you upset? John asked Sam, why are you upset? And question mark. Don't forget the question mark, otherwise, you will end up losing 1/4 or half mark here. Not John said, John asked. John asked Sam. Not said. Said will not be right. It's a question. So John asked Sam, why are you upset? Okay, next one. My purse has been stolen. You have to change it into active voice. My purse has been stolen. My purse has been stolen. This is given in passive voice. Object is the purse. My purse has been stolen. My purse has been stolen. Can anyone answer? Change it into passive voice. Here, in passive voice, here the given sentence is my purse has been stolen, which is given in passive voice. So here the focus is on the object, that is the purse. But in active voice, no, Dia, that is again passive voice. In active voice, the doer will get prominence, the person who does the action. Yes, because we cannot do away with the doer of the action here. In active voice, the focus is on who does the action. So there should be a doer and then has or have and then the action. So someone, what is the answer? Someone has stolen my purse. We cannot construct without someone here. Okay. Next one is, does anyone know the answer? Change into passive voice. Does anyone know the answer? Change into passive voice. This answer will get prominence in the passive voice. My purse has been stolen is in passive voice, so purse is given importance here. But in active voice, doer will get importance. Someone has stolen. So here, does anyone know the answer? This is in active voice. You have to change it into passive form. When you say my purse has been stolen, it is in passive voice because that object is given prominence. But when you put it into active voice, doer of the action will get prominence. That is why my purse has been stolen has been changed to someone has stolen my purse. Okay. So here, does anyone know the answer? That is in active voice. You have to change it into passive voice. Tanvira, you got the concept, but put it grammatically right. This is not correct. You understood the concept, but okay. Yes, Aishwarya, Dia. Yes. Is the answer known to anyone is correct? Is the answer known by anyone? Both are correct. Is the answer known to anyone is correct. And is the answer known by anyone? Both are correct. Active voice, doer of the action, gets the priority. Passive voice, the object gets the priority. Okay. Next one is no one saw him. Added. Minha, that will depend on who's correcting your answer sheet. Generally, to be on the safe side, the answer key is the answer known by anyone would be the safer choice. Even though there are alternate ways of writing it, the safe answer is the answer known by anyone or is the answer known to anyone. Okay, next one. No one saw him. You have to add a question tag. We know that for question tag, if it is positive, we use negative tag. If the sentence is negative, we add positive tag. So what we need to find out is no one is positive or negative. No one, nobody. Sefin, your question is correct, but we are supposed to add a question tag. If the task was to frame a question, your answer would have been right. But here, what is the question? We have to add a question tag. Question tag is when the sentence is in positive form, tag will be negative. When the sentence is in negative form, question tag will be positive. So no one is a negative form. Not only no one, when you say nobody, that is also negative form. So you have to use a positive tag. No one saw him, Aishwarya. Did they? Yes, that is right. Okay. Simple to compound sentence. We must surrender not to die. How will you frame compound sentences? How will you make compound sentences?
One main clause.
How will you make compound sentence?
We need two clauses.
Huh. And how will we connect it?
This one. Conjunctive clause means some conjunction we are using.
Huh. We use coordinative conjunctions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and there is a shortcut. There is an abbreviation for that. What is that abbreviation? Abbreviation. That fanboys abbreviation. I'll type it here. Yes. Fanboys. So is also there. What does this stand for? Fanboys? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay. Okay, we must surrender not to die. Okay, Tanveera. Any other answer? Sefin has written, we must surrender but not to die. When you it should not show that means something more is left there. Any other? We must surrender or we will die. Okay. Any other way of putting it? We must surrender or we will die. Okay. Next is hugging his child, he wept. This is easy. Hugging his child, he wept. Use any coordinating conjunction from fanboy. Yes, he hugged his child and wept. Or he hugged his child and he wept. Okay, next one. In spite of knowing all the answers, he could write nothing. You just have to use a coordinating conjunction from fanboys. Fanboys is an abbreviation. In spite of knowing all the answers, he could write nothing. Please give the answer. This is easy. Converting from simple to compound is very easy. Yes. He knew all the answers, but he could write nothing. Any other way of putting it? Anybody else?
He knew all the answers and he
Yes. But then you should not use nothing. Then the answer and then the usage will be, yet he could not write anything.
Anything.
Okay.
Can we change it in action?
Yeah, but it can be given marks for that. In spite of knowing all the answers, he could write nothing. That depends on who's correcting the answer. Because anyway, if you're using the right coordinating conjunction, then there is nothing wrong in giving marks. But better to stick to the original usage. He knew all the answers, but he could write nothing. That can also be given answer, but that would be very subjective, depending on who's correcting your paper. Okay, to swim across the river, he had to struggle. Use a coordinating conjunction from fanboys. To swim across the river, he had to struggle. To swim across the river, he had to struggle. You have changed the tense. Any other way, Tanvira? He was to swim across the river. He had to struggle. Aishwarya, what is the conjunction that you have used? You have to use the coordinating conjunction. Only then it will be a compound sentence. Yes, Shivaganga. He had to struggle so he could swim across the river. That is right. Any other way? He wanted to swim across the river and he had to struggle. Um, that looks a bit disconnected, Stephen. You can use so. So can be used. He had to swim across the river, so he had to struggle. That could be one way of writing. Or he had to struggle for he wanted to swim across the river. That is also one way of writing. He had to swim across the river, so he had to struggle. Or he had to struggle for he wanted to swim across the river. Yes, he wanted to swim across the river, so he had to struggle. Okay. Next one, we must encourage him to succeed. This is easy. We must encourage him to succeed. This is easier one. We must encourage him to succeed. Yes, we must encourage him so he can succeed. Any other apart from so? Not not could. We must encourage him so he can succeed. Yes, we must encourage him so he can succeed. Then we must encourage him. Apart from so, any other usage? Not could. We must encourage him so he can succeed. Apart from so, any other usage? We must encourage him and he will succeed. Yes, that is also right. Okay. Next is complex to simple sentence. Now, the peculiarity of complex sentence is it will have a dependent clause. So, I saw a tree that had fallen. That had fallen is the dependent clause here. You have to convert it into a simple sentence. I saw a tree that had fallen. You have to convert it into a simple sentence. A complex sentence will have one independent clause and one dependent clause. Okay, so I saw a tree. That is the independent clause here. That had fallen is the dependent clause here. So that had fallen cannot stand alone. Is it clear? Complex sentence will always have an independent clause and a dependent clause. So I saw a tree can stand alone. That is an independent clause. But when you say that had fallen, this does not have any meaning if you say independently. So this is a dependent clause. So this clause is dependent on I saw a tree, an independent clause. I hope you understood what complex sentence is. Complex sentence is it will have an independent clause and a dependent clause, and this dependent clause cannot stand alone without this independent clause. So here I saw a tree is independent clause. That had fallen is the dependent clause. Yes, so I saw a tree that had fallen. Answer, yes, I saw a fallen tree. I saw a fallen tree is right. Okay, next is he knows who the winner is. Right, he knows the winner. Okay. Next one. Is this the card that proves your identity? Is this the card that proves your identity? This is very simple. Hmm. Is this your ID card? Yes. Is this your identity card? The manager asked why they were on strike. The manager asked why they were on strike. The manager asked why they were on strike. Can anyone type the answer? The manager asked. Yes. Others, what about others? Are you able to follow? You just have to remove the dependent clause and convert it into a standalone sentence. Okay, next one. Because he was ill, he was admitted to the hospital. He was admitted to the hospital is an independent clause. Because he was ill is the dependent clause. Because he was ill, he was admitted to the hospital. Yes, Tanvira. Yes, he was admitted to the hospital due to illness. When you say for Shivganga, for being ill, he was admitted to the hospital. In conventional English, beginning a sentence with for is generally not accepted. Okay. So due to illness, he was admitted to the hospital, or he was admitted to the hospital due to illness. That is right. Yes. Yes, Minha. He was admitted to the hospital due to his illness. What about being ill? Frame it as a complete sentence only, then I'll be able to say. He was admitted to the hospital due to his illness. Okay. Next one. Okay, next is essay question. This I hope will write an essay on any one of the following. Okay, when it comes to essay questions, mark distribution would be 2 marks for general introduction. Your question is how can the barriers to communication be successfully tackled? First, you have to define what is communication is, then what are barriers to communication, and then how to tackle it effectively. Okay, so mark distribution would be 2 marks for defining what it is. How can the barriers to communication be successfully tackled? So first you have to define what is communication and what are communication barriers. After defining that, you can elaborate on how these barriers to communication can be overcome. So, Mark, if you simply write how the ways to overcome barriers to communication, you will not get full marks. In order to get full marks for essay, give a brief introduction. What is communication? What are the barriers to communication? And complete the remaining. How can it be overcome? How can these barriers be tackled? Then fundamental principles of legal writing. First, define what legal writing is. How is it different from other forms of writing? And then come to what are the fundamental principles of legal writing. Then, do you think that the law was unfair to Shylock? Why? First, you have to write a few words about the author. Who's the playwright? Which play is it?
Merchant of Venice.
Merchant of Venice. So first you write about the playwright. Who's the playwright? Who's the author? Who's the author? Playwright?
William Shakespeare.
So you write a few sentences, maybe 2 sentences about William Shakespeare. Write 2 sentences about William Shakespeare, then write a few sentences about the play, and then answer the question. Is that clear? Otherwise, you will not get maximum marks for essay. Write about the playwright. 2 sentences about the playwright is more than enough. Write 2 sentences about the playwright. Then write 2 to 3 sentences about the play in general. What is it about? Then answer the question. Do you think that the law was unfair to Shylock? What is your opinion? And justify it with supporting points. Why do you think the law was unfair to Shylock? And give a proper conclusion. In that case, you can give 10 marks. Somebody has asked, can we try to study only the essay about Gandhi? It is better to have a general understanding of both. Because what if they ask a very specific question related to Gandhi and his autobiography? Comment on Gandhi's of the bar is something wrong with this question. Comment on Gandhi's of the bar in South Africa. Something is wrong with this question. Maybe his experiences. Comment on Gandhi's experiences of the bar in South Africa. Okay, next is saying, write who Mahatma Gandhi is. Then write a few sentences about his book, autobiography. Then give the answer. Next paragraph. What is forensic link? This you can directly attempt the answer because it's a 5-mark question. Forensic linguistics. I hope everybody knows what forensic linguistics. Forensic linguistics is a branch of linguistics. Linguistics is nothing but the scientific study of language. So what is forensic linguistics? It is not about pages, it is about the content. For 5 marks, 1 paragraph is enough if it contains all the important points. Okay, what is forensic linguistics, by the way? Writing case comments, sexist language. This is for 5 marks, 1 paragraph is more than enough. I hope everybody knows what is forensic linguistics. What is forensic linguistics? Foreign linguistics is the scientific study of language. So forensic linguistics would be
legal
linguistic knowledge using the field of linguistics in legal context, in investigations. It's a branch of study. Linguistics is the scientific study of language, and forensic linguistics is a subdiscipline of linguistics that uses linguistic tools and methodology in criminal investigation, legal context, etc. So forensic linguistics helps to solve legal disputes when it comes to interpreting meaning, interpreting identity thefts. So it's a way of understanding communication through a legal perspective. Generally, if somebody has forged your signature, so in that way, identity theft. Then when it comes to speech communication, identifying the speaker, which dialect the speaker is talking, which accent, and is there any particular pattern? Then forgery, identity theft, fraud when it comes to communication. Because language helps to trace identities, certain dialects, speech patterns, the kind of vocabulary that an individual uses, and also to analyze testimonies, to understand these complex or intricate details. So in a way, it supports the legal industry, or it supports the law or law enforcement agencies. It is also called as legal aspects of linguistics. It's a subdiscipline of linguistics. So the law enforcement agencies take the help of forensic linguists to solve the cases. Okay, we'll stop here. We have started at 2. Thank you, everyone. All the best for your exams. You just need to answer the previous year question papers because the pattern remains the same. Only the sentences are different. Okay, thank you.
സോ ഹലോ എവ്രി വൺ. ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തു തന്ന അങ്കിത മാമിന് ജോസഫ് സ്റ്റാലിൻ സ്റ്റഡി സർക്കിളിന്റെയും SFI യൂണിറ്റ് കമ്മിറ്റിയുടെ പേരിലും നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. താങ്ക് യു മാം. ആൻഡ് താങ്ക് യു എവ്രി വൺ. ഈ ക്ലാസ് കേട്ട് ഇത്രയും നേരം ഇരുന്ന് എല്ലാവർക്കും താങ്ക്സ് പറയുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു. എല്ലാവർക്കും ലീവ് ചെയ്യാം.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you.